to PXF, and welcome to Planet X Games Reviews, Volume 1. The first game we have is a first-person shooter, Hellbound, a 90s FPS 30 years later, is what the studio called it. That's Saibot Studios, independent gaming studio. Big shout-outs to them. In my opinion, Hellbound is a great classic arcade shooter. This follows in the recent trend of resurrected 90s style shooters such as Iron Maiden, which used the Duke 3D build engine. There was quite a few more, such as Wrath, Aeon of Ruin, which used the Quake engine. Let me know if you guys want to get those reviews up. So here's my Hellbound review. It's about 3 years later or so, but that's how the PXF channel does. Big shout out to my boy Tobias, who was from the Saibot Studios, that came on earlier to the channel for the PXG game developer interview, Volume 1. I will link my interview with him here. But to further get into the game, this is a solid shooter. It's a simple, generally fast-paced 90s style arcade shooter. It has a very decent shotgun, which is a staple of the 90s shooter a la Doom, Duke 3D, and more. There is a pretty good weapon selection, so when I originally played this game through, it definitely had some tough spots. Since then, Saibot has actually update patched a few times, which added achievements, which is always cool. They also added survival mode, which I highly suggest if you like survival mode or enemy wave rush modes. It is definitely a challenge to run those. As for the campaign itself, I actually like the campaign in this game. The map variety gets the job done. So I watched a few Hellbound reviews and I found it rather funny, the types of things people were nitpicking. For one, I thought the metal soundtrack was pretty awesome. People apparently had an issue with it being limited to only 3 instrumental tracks. Okay guys, I mean that's something I didn't even really notice while playing. Other reviews said the main character Helgor had cliche one-liners. It's an indie game, guys, from a studio in Argentina, no less. So none of those aspects affect the gameplay at all, which is its main driving force. It follows a pretty standard 3-door key format per map. The enemy selection is entertaining with a lot of emphasis on rushing melee demons. I really like the grimy lava landscapes and some of the more open arena map backgrounds as well. They just did a great job of capturing the lo-fi aesthetic of the 90s, which is why I bought this game. I remember when the trailer came out and how they promoted it, and I was like, yeah, I'm getting that. Honestly, in my opinion, the game delivered. They also added flying air enemies called Pygons, which give an added challenge. You can actually get a hilarious achievement where you kill one with a club called Pinata Time. Like swinging at a flying pinata, it's pretty crazy. Other highlight weapons include the triple shotgun. The Indolora is a type of electric chain gun, auto machine gun. Of course, the rocket launcher makes an appearance and you will be using it. That's the rocket launcher displayed there, and I believe it does have a secondary firing function, which kind of like bounces like a grenade. The bosses are super cool. There are a lot of hidden secret places on the maps. The end boss is an epic fight. It definitely tests you. I believe they added the old school difficulty in the patch updates, which I haven't tried yet, but I bet it's tough. I will say if you're new to 90s shooters, it's a bit of a learning curve and you will need to warm up, even on normal. If you're used to arcade shooters such as Duke Nukem, Shadow Warrior, Serious Sam, then you will feel at home right away. There are some cool power-ups for speed and damage, armor. You can blow up or smash enemies' bodies to regain more health pickups. I thought you guys would enjoy this map here. I believe the map's called Endless Hide. That's the triple shotgun there. Melee club there. That is the standard default weapon. Those are the Pygons there, the flying demons, and it definitely increased in difficulty once they added those. Thanks for that, Tobias. But again, an awesome fight. You can just see this is very reminiscent of how the survival mode is, but this is actually in the campaign itself. That's the default rifle there. This sequence here really reminded me of Serious Sam. I think if you guys like Serious Sam, I think that you definitely like Hellbound. It's single player campaign mode, so it's tough. You can blow up those pumpkins there to take out additional enemies, exploding pumpkins. What horror themed crazy hellscape game is completely about those. I forget what those four-legged red demons are called, but they rush at you in charge. Of course, you gotta get those health drops from the enemy bodies to keep you afloat. Triple shotgun action here. But I mean, just everything's on point, guys. The gore, I mean, the background, this... I think the survival map of this stage is called Fury Road, but I think the actual campaign is Endless Hive, which you guys will see at the end. I almost skipped a piece of me there, but of course the luscious gibs when they explode, ludicrous gibs, as Rise of the Triad says. And the funny thing about this fight was I kept killing most of the enemies organically and without getting the speed power up at the end, and then I was getting it like at the very end. I probably should have been saving that rocket too, but maybe you guys will learn from my mistakes, maybe you won't. But I mean, it doesn't get any more serious Sam than this with the mass units. All I'm rushing you. Boom, melee swing there. Back to some standard default rifle. I think that has a single shot automatic firing function. But this is the key on this map here. Just give yourself some runway. Anyway, super fun map. I thought you guys would like seeing that. Overall, I do really like this campaign, and it's a super straightforward arcade shooter. It's not flashy or clean resolutions. It's literally made to look like the old school 90s shooters texture-wise, which is what I love about it. Pure nostalgia for those of us that played Wolf 3D, Doom, and 3D back when it came out. Overall, I'm going to give this game 8 out of 10. Like I said, smooth gameplay, awesome soundtrack. I've finished the campaign a couple times now. Even the replay has been fun with the new additions they added. I really don't have any criticism for Hellbound. If they planned a sequel, probably the only thing I would add besides more maps and new weapons would be the co-op campaign mode, so I could run it with my friends. Anyway, that's it for Hellbound. I do want to review all of these 90s style shooters and beat 'em ups. Shout out. Oh, I guess the map was City of Fury. It wasn't Endless Hive, it was City of Fury. Shout out to Tobias and Saibot Studios. That does it for PXG Game Review Volume 1. Hellbound is a 90s shooter 30 years later. Please like and subscribe for more reviews. Get Hellbound on the Steam store. Thanks.